Who's that Pokemon? It's Jigglypuff. Today, we're going to be making the Jigglypuff cocktail. So this has been recommended to me by a friend, someone in the comments. They really are a big fan of the new Pokemon game that's coming out. And they said, Jonah, you know your drinks, you know how to make all sorts of stuff, but can you make your own? So she challenged me to develop a Jigglypuff cocktail, her favorite Pokemon. So that's what we're going to do today. It's going to be a short one, but it'll be sweet. This is cotton candy. That was funny. Anyways, it's going to be very simple, but very tasty, and admittedly very sugary. To begin, we're going to start with some cotton candy. I figure what defines Jigglypuff as a character, right? She's sassy, but she's airy, she's floaty, she's a puffball. And what else is airy, floaty, and a puffball? Cotton candy. Now the goal here is to make it as pink as possible, but still get that aerated version of what Jigglypuff is as a character. So, we're going to start by taking some cotton candy and putting it right in our glass. I recognize that this is a little strange, but as I'm sure you might know, a little bit of liquid completely dissolves cotton candy. I'm reminded of those videos of raccoons trying to wash their cotton candy before they eat it, and it disappears into the water, right? So we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to stack up some cotton candy. Boom. Just like that. And then this is a whipped cream vodka. We still want to get, again, that airy, floaty feeling, and I figured what better way than some whipped cream, some cotton candy, you know what I mean? So I've made this drink two ways. The first way I used 2 ounces. The second way I used 3 ounces. And after some taste testing and admittedly maybe a diabetic coma, I found that 3 ounces is the way to go here. I want this to still feel like a cocktail. It is a drink, you should get some sort of effect from it. And with 2 ounces, you really don't feel things, you don't even recognize that it's an alcoholic drink, which can be a problem. So, we're going to put in 3 ounces of our whipped cream vodka. Now one thing you're really going to want to note here, just because I think it's cool. Watch what happens to the cotton candy as you introduce liquid. So this is 2 ounces. You can see it melting right into the glass. And here's 3 ounces. Oh. So, as you can see, that is pure sugar. But alcoholic sugar. So, what do? I've decided, with a little bit of help from a little bit of soda, that we can still maintain that pink coloration that Jigglypuff is known for, and still get that floatiness. I figured carbonation, along with the other aerated flavors we have here, really leans into the whole bubbly nature, even though she's a sassy pants, of Jigglypuff. So, I'm using a zero sugar Sprite. I found that normal Sprite makes it a little too sweet, and as you already know, there is plenty of sugar in here. We're not going to be using ice today because I keep my drinks nice and cold, and I didn't want it to sort of water down and artificially fill up the glass. This is a drink that you're going to be sipping on, but it should still last. So all you're going to do, pour in a little bit of nice zero sugar, because seriously, there is so much sugar in this already. Soda. Clear soda, to be clear. Get it? Clear soda, to be clear. And there, boom. Just like that, we already have that pink coloration. That is Jigglypuff. We've got the aerated bubbles. We've got the cotton candy. We've got the whipped cream. Now, you're going to continue to have a reaction at the bottom of your glass, That's just cotton candy dissolving in soda. But to speed that up, we're going to go ahead and stir it with a straw that we're going to be using to drink it a little bit later. And that'll dissolve the sugar a little faster, spread it throughout the drink so you're actually, you know, drinking something that just isn't a pool of cotton candy at the bottom. And there are some little chunks that are going to stick around. There's not a whole lot you can do about that, but it's still delicious. And then what I decided to do is do a little crown of cotton candy. It's probably not necessary if you're not into garnishes, but I figured, you know, if we're gonna do a drink dedicated to the sassiest Pokemon around, she would want a garnish. She's a garnish girl, you can just tell. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just literally lay down a bed of cotton candy on the rim, and as you drink it, it will dissolve. So it's going to make it a little sweeter the more you mess with it, obviously. But it really adds to the cloudiness, to the aeration, and just to the overall feel of the drink. Like I said, not only is this the Jigglypuff, but I want it to be something that Jigglypuff herself would enjoy. Because that's what makes it fun. And there we have it. That is the Jigglypuff cocktail. Just a reminder, that's whipped cream vodka, cotton candy, and a little bit of zero sugar clear soda. I'm using Sprite today, but really, whatever you like is totally fine. Let's have a sip of this. You really can't go wrong, right? Sugar never tastes bad, but you're still getting that cotton candy flavor. You're adding in a little bit of lemon and lime from my clear soda. And actually, I wouldn't think that the whipped cream part of the vodka would stand up to it, but it adds, like I said, that aeration. There's a floatiness. You know, you have a sip of it and you're just like walking through clouds. You're floating on air. It's sweet. But it really is tasty. So, there you have the Jigglypuff cocktail. Who's that Pokemon? It's Jigglypuff.